This short lesson is about one of the common and elegant ways of saying one of the something in Arabic. I don't have a good name for this construction in English. In Arabic, I often call it the Bint min Banat al-Malik construction, one of the daughters of the king. Probably the most common way of saying one of the in Arabic is using the word ahad as the first term of an idafa. The feminine of ahad is ihda. So you would say ahad awlad al-Malik, one of the children of the king. If it was feminine, it would be ihda banat al-Malik, one of the daughters of the king. However, there is this alternate construction which is still quite common and which might be considered to be more elegant or more fusha than the other one, in which you say the singular of the noun and then you say min and then you say the plural of the noun, one of the, so bint min banat al-Malik means a daughter from among the daughters of the king. This is not a complicated construction. The important thing is that you just learn to recognize it and realize how ubiquitous it is. And so to do that, I've given you a fairly large number of examples that I've drawn from Arabic corpus. The first example is about someone standing in the library. And it says, Kanat taqif, she was standing, fi sala min salat al-maktaba. So in a hall from among the halls of the library, a hall from among the halls meaning one of the halls. And then it says, and her hand was stretched out to pull out a reference volume, one of the reference volumes. So yaduha tamted is stretching out, ila marja min maraja. So a reference volume from among the reference volumes on the shelf. So this example is a sentence in the corpus that had two examples of this construction in the same sentence. The second example just says, talking about a man who just died, kana alaman min a'lam ad-dawla, meaning he was one of the leading figures of the state. But instead of saying one of the, you could have said ahad a'lam ad-dawla. They say he was a leading figure from among the leading figures of the state. The next example is about the conflict in Lebanon, where it says, as-sira, the conflict, fi Lebanon, huwa fasl min fusul as-sira. It is one of the aspects of the conflict in the region. So it's basically saying the conflict in Lebanon isn't just in and of itself, it's part of something big. But instead of saying one of the ahad fusul as-sira, they say faslun min fusul as-sira. The second example on this page is about Obama. I won't read the whole thing, but it's basically saying how when he first came into office, Obama was considered to be kind of a rock star internationally. That's how he won the Nobel Prize. And so here it says, hum yusawirunahu fi hayat najm min nujum rock. So instead of saying ahad nujum rock, one of the stars of rock, they say najmun min nujum rock, a rock star. So the two sentences on this page are both talking about issues, and the first issue is whether veiled women are discriminated against in Jordan, and the writer says he's not too surprised because it is qadiyya min al-qadaya التي لابد أن تكون موجودة في مجتمعنا. It is an issue from among the issues. It is one of the issues that is kind of expected to be present in our society. And the next sentence is also about women's issues, saying violence against women is an issue from among the issues of women. In this case, he's saying it's not just that. It's not just one of the issues of women, but also is an international challenge. The first example on this page is talking about in the Arab Spring, where the regime, he says, is not going to be able to solve these problems, any of the problems, because it remaining itself is the problem. And so it says, lam ya'ud, it will not be qadiran able ala hal, to solve ay mushkila min al mashakil, it won't be able to solve any one of the problems. Okay, ay mushkila min al mashakil, instead of saying some other way of saying one of the problems. And then this one I wanted to put in because it's actually an example from the corpus with Bint min Banat. So he says, I was listening to the story of Bint min Banat al-Aila. Okay, I was listening to the story of one of the daughters of the family and her adventures in trying to find an appropriate man. So Bint min Banat al-Aila, instead of saying Hikayat Ihda Banat al-Aila, the story of one of the daughters of the family. Finally, on this page, I've given you some examples of this construction with the quantifier kul before it. It doesn't mean exactly the same thing, but it's really the same construction. And so here we see that nizam yanaqis fi kulli haraka min harakatihim. Okay, so the regime is reflected in every movement from among their movements, in every one of their movements. Okay, so kul haraka min harakatihim. And so the next one is about a father who gave each of his children, each of his three sons. So it says, Ata kul walad min al-awlad al-thalatha qasaman. So he gave each of his three sons a share. Wa akhadha huwa al-qasm al-rabi. He took the fourth share. And so, kul walad min al-awlad al-thalatha. Each one of the three sons. Okay. So the key here, this is not a difficult construction. It's quite ubiquitous. It's important that you start recognizing it so that it doesn't mix you up. And just remember to say one of the when you see it.